Hi, this is Wanda Marsh. I am Andrew Bystrick, her grandson. And here we are. We're going to find out a little bit about her life and how she became the adventurer that she is. Wanda, please go on.
Hi, I'm Wanda Marsh. I am 84 years old. I live in Oak Creek, Wisconsin, and I was born and raised on a farm down in southern Illinois. I have from a big family. I had six brothers and two sisters, of course, mom and dad, and had a great upbringing. And we had lots of love in our family. Didn't have much else, but we had lots of love. And I guess I got started with my daredevilish things because we had a big tree, big maple tree in our front yard. And my brothers used to climb to the top of that, and I was right behind them. I thought, well, if my brothers can do it, I can do it. And I was the daredevil and the tomboy of the three girls. And my younger sister, she wasn't, she was too much of a daddy's little girl. And my older sister, she was busy working all the time. So I was a tomboy. But we all got along really great, and we went to grade school, and most of us went to high school, but some of us didn't. Well, I did. I graduated from high school, and after I graduated from high school, then I came to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I lived with my brother and sister-in-law, and I fell in love with my sister-in-law's brother. So his name was Bob, and there were just the two of them in the family, and we got married in 1954, and from that we had three children. I have two daughters and a son. My daughter Jean and her husband George have three children and two grandchildren. My daughter Cindy has two sons and her husband Bob, and Andy is one of her sons, and my son John and his wife Paula, they have Alex and Abby. And four of the grandchildren are married, but no, two of them are great grandsons, and then the rest of them, they've just been married recently, so there's time. And let's see what else. We do all kinds of things together, and I, when when my husband retired from Wisconsin Electric Company, then we lived in an apartment for a year, and then we moved to Zephyr Hills, Florida, and we had a good life down there. We really enjoyed being in that warm weather and riding bicycles and going for rides and getting together for parties and potlucks and all that good stuff in the clubhouse. And but whatever we wanted to do, we just jumped in the car and done it, you know. And but one of the times we're down there, my son John and Paula and the two kids came down to visit with us, and they wanted to go parasailing. So we got in the boat with them and got out in the Gulf of Mexico, and I says, oh my gosh, once they got up in the air, my son and grandson, John and Alex, they went up in the air, and I thought, oh, that looks like so much fun. And my husband always said, if you want to do something, do it. So I says, well, I want to do this. So then the guy said, okay, he says, you can go up, and one of the other ones can go up with you. So my 11-year-old grandson, Alex, went with me. And I asked my daughter-in-law to go, but she said, no, she says, you're not going to get me up there. But lo and behold, when we got down from our trip up in the air, there was John and Paula all suited up, ready to go, and she said, no 70-year-old mother-in-law is going to get the best of her. So she went up, and she did great. And then a couple of years later, then I went parasailing with the two grandchildren, Abby and Alex. And but this time by this time my husband had passed away, and but they came down to visit, and when they left to come home, I thought, I think I'm getting homesick to go up to be with my kids and my grandkids. So I came up to Milwaukee, and I stayed in a a little upper flat, and I looked for a home, and I ended up buying a condo in Oak Creek. And I moved back here, and I said, I have to get back up there with my kids and my grandkids. And so I moved up here, and I've been here 11 years already. And whenever the kids want to do things, I try to do whatever with them. And so Andy and his girlfriend Ashley wanted to go skydiving. So I and Ashley's mother went with them. And I said, oh, I want to do that so bad. But my daughter Cindy said, no, Mom, you're not going to go. So I didn't. But when I saw Andy and Ashley, and when they came down, I thought, oh my gosh, I have to do that next year if Andy does it. Andy said, yeah, we're going. So Andy went, he made the arrangements, and then he called me and told me what I was supposed to do. And I says, okay, I'll get on the computer and I'll do that. And paid for it. And I says, well, it's too late for me to change my mind now. And so I went skydiving that year, and we had relatives. All the relatives were there. All the kids were there and grandkids, and had lots of fun. And oh my gosh, as I went up in that plane, I thought, am I crazy or what? When I started to jump out, I knew I was crazy, but it was lots of fun. And if you could see the looks on my face, you would know that it was funny. And coming down in that space and going through that white cloud, oh my gosh, it was awesome. It was awesome. And I said, oh, I'd like to do that again sometime. Well, lo and behold, the next year, Andy and Ashley and my son John and grandson Alex and I and a few other friends, we went. But this time it was a special occasion because Andy had planned on proposing to Ashley when she landed on the field. So all the relatives were there, and it was so exciting. And Ashley didn't know this was going to happen, and Andy got on his knee and she started crying, and she hugged him, and he asked her to marry him, and she said yes, of course. And then we all had champagne and had a great time, and had a picnic lunch even there. And then I got to thinking, well, now what would I like to do next? So I thought, well, I'd like to go zip lining. So I know where I could. I thought we would go down in southern Illinois, but we didn't end up going there. But we've got a place that we were planning on going. And but I started having trouble with my knees in the summertime, and doctoring and everything, and it didn't work. So I ended up with a knee replacement in the end of September. And it was a great birthday present. My birthday was the 28th, and I had surgery on the 26th. So that turned out really great, and I can walk now without walking with a cane or walker or anything. So I'm happy for there. But I still want to do something again. And I think bungee jumping is out completely. But zip lining, I don't know whether I'll be able to do that. But there's something called hang gliding that looks really interesting to me, and I think that will be my next thing. And so I think if I go, I think Andy will probably go with me, and I don't know if Ashley will, or maybe some of the other grandkids would go too. I don't know, but we're going to try it. And Steve Harvey, I would love to go hang gliding with you. I would look forward to that so much, and I watch your shows 5 days a week, and I sit here and I just laugh with you, and you are so funny, and I love you. I just love sitting here watching you, and I don't want to miss meeting you. And I would look forward to getting information, getting a ticket or a letter or email or whatever, or a phone call saying that I have been selected to go on the Forever Young show and meet you. And when you meet me, you will get a big hug, because I'm a hugger, and I love your show. So looking forward to meeting you, and hope and pray that my name is picked. And like I say, I'm a lover of family and friends.
And adventure, it sounds like.
Yes.
All right, Grandma. You are named Wanda Marsh, and we are looking forward to seeing you on their television show.
I am too. And thanks for asking, and I'll see you in Hollywood.
All right, here, here.
Bye.
Bye.